Okay, guys, what is going on? Ali here, back again with another phenomenal episode afterthoughts for the Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War arc, part 2, episode 5 or 6, but I know it's 19. The beginning. Okay, first of all, let's stop mumbling and freaking out and shit. Well, I mean, it's Bleach, so I'm gonna freak out anyways. But anyways, right? I love Ichigo got the royal robes on, bro. And he's coming down, he's coming in hot, and the animation of him diving down, like, through the staircase down to the Sarite during, with, like, the from the royal palace and shit. Like, it looks so fire, and like he's going Mach 5 speed, like a sonic boom when he's like going down and shit. And then what is his name, Keninji, or the guy who has like the hot springs, saying that like, hey, it's gonna take a week if you use Flash Step. And then Ichigo's like, all right, I got it. So it'll take probably half a day if I rush myself, I hurry myself and shit. And like, just to hear the calmness of Ichigo now, knowing everything, and like seeing those visions, the flashbacks of the Soul King and everything, and like just see him like that. And like in the manga, again, we didn't see in the manga any of that training that Ichigo went through to get to that like shrine gate in that Soul King realm that he was in, training with Ichibei. We did that's anime only. That's something that Kubo clearly genuinely wanted to put in his manga, but he had to rush things because, you know, like medical complications and like health complications. Like he couldn't rush, or he had to rush things. So to see that, like and seeing him in the royal robes and like, you know, is it Shutendoji or Shutenmaru? I keep like mixing up that specific like name when it comes to that. So but like her talking about like getting through the 72 layers barrier that separates the Sarite and the Soul in the Soul King's, like the royal palace and shit, nuts. But that's nothing for Ichigo now that he is a true Shinigami, past the point of a regular one now, and we know it, and Ichibei said it and everything. And like, you know, Ichibei saying that like the fight started 3 hours ago, and he's freaking out like, oh shit. Like I love how Ichigo was calm, and then he's like, why did you tell me before, idiot? And then he bolted down there, and he was still training those 3 hours and whatnot. So that was really cool. And then we get the moment of him talking to Kisuke, and Mayuri's face, he's like, he's ready, and pretty much his face saying that. And then Kisuke, him talking to Kisuke, and he's saying that like, even if it gets really bad, just keep holding out. I'll be there and I'll do something about it. Like, and Kisuke just hearing Ichigo's voice, he knows. Just hearing Ichigo's voice is Kisuke's assured that he's gonna do something. Absolutely stunning, absolutely amazing. And then we got the whole thing with what's it called? With Hashvalt and Uryu, and like him saying to Uryu, like, let me show you what's going on. And then, you know, you had BG9 and Kangdu tied up. And I did not, like, Hashvalt, I did not expect his ass to behead Kangdu. That was not shown in the manga, but like, bro, the head crushing and the head decapitation type of shit that Kubo's really emphasizing in this in it animated, in this arc animated. Like, there's a lot of moments, there's obviously a lot of shit that's like really messed up and bloody and stuff in the manga and stuff, but there's a lot more beheading in the anime than there was ever in the manga. Like, it's nuts. And he just wipes BG9 out, wipes Kangdu out and everything, and like, yeah, that shit was messed up. Shit was crazy. And he's talking about how, talking to Uryu, how like what's going on with, like, you know, the Quincy's, who truly like His Majesty is, like what is he and stuff, and talking about how like when we die and stuff, all of our powers go back to him. And then talking to Uryu, they're like, hey, you drank his blood, you have a shrift on your soul now, you're done. Like, you can't do anything now. Because I'm pretty, like, obviously Haschwalth, you can tell he knows Uryu's up to some shit, dude. But then, you know, Haschwalth still, like, you know, follows His Majesty's orders, Yuok's orders. But at the same time, it's like, man, I really feel sorry for just Haschwalth and just a majority of the Quincy's mindsets, because very clearly Yuok is just literally using all of them. Like, literally, like, he preys upon their vulnerabilities in their situations to get them with, like, to use them and stuff. Again, he's like evil Jesus. He, like, that's literally what Yuok is. He's evil Jesus. Like, and you see in the flashback with Asnod, like him saying that, like, you know, it's so hard to just breathe. Like, imagine living where, like, obviously you breathe, you have to breathe to live, but like that's literally the thing that is painful, bro. Like, that is nuts. And him talking about like heaven and hell and stuff, it's like, I hope I can go to heaven or something. Then you got Yuok standing right there. He's like, you survived it, which I'm pretty sure is the Ashvalden, which is like the selective system that Yuok does. I think that's what that was. I think, or Yuok did something to where, like, he destroyed, say, his city or something like that, and he actually survived. So Yuok decided to use him and shit. It's sad. Like, it really is sad, like, how he uses his people. But emotional as that was, bro, that fight, absolute fire. Knowing exactly, like, bro, Rukia coming in hot, fighting Asnod, bro. Oh, it was amazing. And then Asnod, like, almost was, like, gonna, like, win. Then you got Byakuya coming in with his Senpon Sakura, bro. And then, like, the way he used it, he's like, this is why Byakuya survived. Because of this specific moment of him truly acknowledging Rukia, saying that, like, you are strong. Like, I felt your presence and your spiritual energy and your pressure when I was coming down here. You have become strong. And in that moment, Rukia, that is what Rukia always wanted, that acknowledgement from her brother, from her big brother. And this is why, to me, Byakuya, which, seeing Rukia almost crying when she hears that from him, bro, I got so emotional too. Like, her standing there. And this is why, to me, like, a lot of manga readers seem to have been pissed off or made an excuse of, like, you know, Kubo kept him alive because of like all these fangirls and fanboys and stuff online giving him death threats to, like, keep Byakuya alive, because so many people love him, especially in Japan. He's one of, like, I'm pretty sure he's like the top 5 like favorite, like, characters in Bleach in Japan or something like that. And to me, it's like Kubo is the one, if anything, Kubo is the one person or the one mangaka who does not give a shit what literally anybody thinks of his story and his characters and shit. If somebody's, you know, a minority giving him, like, death threats, like online and shit, why the fuck would he care at all? Like, it just sounds stupid that people were upset. They're like, oh, Byakuya should have died. I'm like, no, because these were the moments that Rukia herself needed to have and feel. Like Byakuya is saying, you've become strong. I felt your presence alone when I was coming back down here, right? And him giving her a lot of lectures on her Bankai, just how beautiful it is, but at the same time, like, it's also a very dangerous and very difficult Bankai and everything. Like, hearing that, like, giving her such great lessons, like, several lessons in this. And then, like, you know, Asnod fighting her and, like, knowing what the ability of her Zanpakuto truly is. Like, of Shirayuki, Soreno Shirayuki, like, the true, like, power of it. It's not, like, emitting ice or coldness through, through the sword. It's being able to drop the temperature in oneself and being able to survive that. Like, and being able to do that because she has Soreno Shirayuki and stuff. And then her being able to, like, freeze Asnod's, like, abilities and stuff, like those thorns and shit like that, straight fire. And Asnod being so fucking creepy this episode. Like, it's so good how creepy he is this episode, right? Him, like, being frozen from the bones, like, and then him bursting out and Rukia freaking out, and then that whole eye thing, like, oh my gosh, the fear doesn't just go through, like, your cells that you died and stuff. And then her face looking at him, being like, then what's your fear? To Asnod, like, oh my gosh, it was so good. Like, her staring at him, saying that, like, is your fear your abilities not working on somebody? Is that your fear? Looking at it, oh my god, terrifying, bro. And, like, I love her Zanpakuto, man. It deals with below freezing and absolute zero, dude. Which is a realm that ice, water, like, nothing exists. Like, ice doesn't exist, absolute zero, water doesn't, like, this. It's such a cool concept for Rukia and her true, like, the true abilities of Soreno Shirayuki. And it was absolutely beautiful. But then at the end, like Asnod being like, this isn't something I fear. What I fear is, like, rebuttal or retribution or something with Uok, with his majesty. That is what I fear. And him turning into, like, that disgusting looking, like, giant looking thing. And then seeing that image of, like, of Orihime, and then Orihime, Ichigo, and Byakuya, like, you know, like, the whole visual of, like, those flies coming from all three of those characters and coming up to, like, Rukia and covering her, just like how it looked with Byakuya, like, from the first part, from part one. Like, a beautiful symmetry, not beautiful, but a great symmetry between brother and sister. They're, like, that's, like, somewhat of, like, the same thing of, like, their fear of losing people and stuff. And then, like, you know, you got Byakuya coming in, right? And that was his Shikai. It wasn't his Bankai. Like, I loved how Asnod was being like, oh, I missed your Bankai, like, Senbon Sakura Kageyoshi. And he's like, what are you talking? Byakuya's like, what are you talking about? He shows him the hilt. It's just Senbon Sakura, dude. Like, I love that. And then seeing the moment of, like, look at him. That is not fear reflected from you. That is his fear reflected on himself. And like, just the philosophies that Byakuya was stating was so beautiful. Like, it was so good. Like, fear, like him saying, fear does not come from nothing. It comes from the insecurities within your heart. And like Byakuya giving her several lessons in this one scene, in this one moment. Like, that's what it's all about. That's why he clearly survived. Because Rukia needed all this shit. It wasn't because of some babies online were threatening Kubo. Like, this is Kubo we're talking about. You don't give a shit. Like, hello? Absolutely beautiful. And then the moment when she goes Bankai, HAKKA no TOGAME, bro. Oh my gosh. And I was so excited. She has my favorite design Bankai, period. And when she goes Bankai and just immediately Sub-Zero like freezes everything and just destroys Asnod, bro. Oh my gosh. And then I loved her look in the manga when I saw it. But in this, I love it even more because obviously you get like, you know, the frost breath and whatnot, the beautiful and like slight animations and parts of her like look and everything, but that Kubo gave her a shine to it, like in the anime. Like the animators gave it a shine, like showing that like this is like ice, this is like frost. She's like shining and stuff. Absolutely stunning and beautiful and everything. Like it was so good. It was so good. I loved it. I like, oh my gosh. And then like, you know, again, Byakuya giving her some of those lessons that like, it's such a beautiful Bankai, but it's a very difficult Bankai. You have to control it a little more and you got to be insanely patient or else you're going to break yourself down. Just like her Shikai, like the true Shikai or whatever, when she killed her cells, technically she wasn't alive. Like, the patience that she has to build in order to control it even better, bro. I can't even wait to see it in the possible Hell arc, bro. She's gonna be amazing. She's gonna be fucking phenomenal. It's gonna be so good. But anyways, that was amazing. And then we got the end of Isane and Yachiru, you know, trying to help the injured and everything. And then that one creepy dude that comes out of nowhere with those weird googly eyes and stuff, and then Yachiru was able to like almost punch him, and then they keep forgetting and stuff. His is the I forgot what his shrift is, but then also it doesn't necessarily matter because something else happens, because you hear like the poetry of the ending of this episode. You hear it. And you know, like I know exactly who that is, and he's coming next episode, or next 2 episodes, next 3 episodes. He's coming. We'll just say right now too, Kenny's coming, Zaraki's coming. This is absolute hype for next episode and the next episodes to come, bro. Like seeing Ichigo coming down Mach 5 speed, Sonic Boom speed, like. Beautifully animated. Everything with Hashful and Uryu even more messed up and stuff. Understanding a little bit more about what's going on and everything. The fight with Asnod and Rukia was absolutely stunning. Blew it out of the park for me. Absolutely beautiful and amazing and stuff. And then all the lessons that Byakuya literally just spouted, those several lessons to Rukia was beautiful. And then finally acknowledging her and seeing her emotional. Absolutely beautiful. And then the ending with Isane and Yachiru trying to heal up a lot of the injured and everything, and that one creepy dude that comes in and stuff like, oh, who is this? And then Yachiru being like, wait, who did I almost hit? Because the moment that guy turns invisible, or not invisible, but like is out of your line of sight, it's done. Like you forget about him and shit. And his ability's pretty crazy. But the guy right after him is even more nuts, and it's fantastic, and I love it and everything. And then and then something else that I forgot to mention, like Asnod's like ability, like his true like fear ability and stuff. Like when he uses his Volstagnic, which looked absolutely terrifying, bro. His Volstagnic looks disgusting and nasty and terrifying, and I loved it. And being able to attack the nerves. That's mainly what fear is and shit like that. His fear and stuff, and Rukia freaking out in that moment, but then she collected herself and took his ass out. I loved it. And all those eyes and stuff swarming Byakuya and Rukia and shit. And Byakuya taking them all out was nuts. And that was just his Shikai. That was not even his Bankai at all. Like, that just shows how strong he is now. And I love it. Fantastic. Episode was phenomenal. What did you guys think about the episode? Leave down in the comments your thoughts about the episode, your thoughts about what I said and everything. How much are you loving Bleach, the 1,000-Year Blood War Part 2 and whatnot? And like the video if you did, like the video if you liked the episode, like the video if you like Bleach in general, and the 1,000-Year Blood War so far, part 2 and whatnot. And subscribe to the channel for more reviews, vlogs, unboxings, live reactions, discussion videos, and things like that. So gentlemen, stay classy, ladies, stay sassy, but most important, everybody, you gotta stay a little nasty, right? So peace and love, and I will see y'all later in the next video. Peace out. May the force be with you always. Plus ultra, lot home, and next episode and next several episodes, it's going to be nothing but hype shit, bro. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna be losing my mind just like this week and just like last week. It's gonna be phenomenal. Rukia's Bankai. No, first of all, last week Renji's Bankai wiped the floor with Master Masculine, right? Rukia and her Bankai wiped the floor with Asnod. Next week is going to be crazy. Straight fire. It's gonna be nuts. But anyways, and I'm hyped for it. Obviously, Bleach nerd right here. But anyways, peace and love, and I'll see y'all guys later with the next video of Bleach, right? Bankai.